Owen, hello. How are you, Owen?
Ah, fine.
Fine. Okay, I wanna say sorry first, okay? It's because I was late for telling you about the link. Okay, do you wanna do something? 5 minutes?
Ah, nggak usah nggak apa-apa nih.
Oh, okay. Let's get started then. Okay, so first of all, I wanna say congratulations because you have learned about list and tuple, and now we're going to learn about dictionaries and sets, Owen. Okay. What does matter in this topic? Well, this is the different type of data. I mean, it's not just list, integer, string, and loop, and many more, but also we have something different. We call it as a dictionaries and set. And then I'm gonna show you why we need to use this instead of just using list. Okay, so this is kind of the problem that we can solve with dictionary, Owen. So imagine you have a task, and then the task asks you to program kind of a book uh, shipped, and then it should be like this, Owen. So when you enter the title, so it's going to show you where can you find the book, and yet let's say the title is the dwarf nose, and then you can find the book at row 7, shelf 6, something like that, Alan. Now the question is, could we create this program with conditional statement? Yes, we could, but the disadvantage of that is, if we have 1,000 of books, means that we need to create the condition one by one. It consumes time, and I don't recommend you to do that, Awan. Okay? And then the second way is we can do that also with list. But something makes the data structure not really nice when you want to try to use list, Owen. If something happens, I mean, like maybe your book, you're losing the book or something like that. Well, the data structure totally will be different based on its index. Okay, mainly. It's because, Owen, when you wanna grab an item, retrieve an item from a list, you need to know the index number. It means that, let's say you have 1,000 of books, and then the in the middle of your book, it's kind of you lost the book, and then yep, it means that the half of the index of your book should be different. Okay, it's going to be different, and yeah, that's the problem, Owen. Jadi struktur datanya beda, kita tidak bisa mengakses buku-buku 500 ke atas itu dengan struktur data yang lama. It means that we need to change the data structure. So, what kind of solution that we can use today is we can use dictionary. And dictionary, it's nice solution. It's because it doesn't work based on index number. On instead, dictionary works with key, or we call it as a key item, something like that. Jadi namanya itu ketika kita ingin melihat atau mendapatkan suatu value dari suatu dictionary, kita bukan menggunakan index, tapi menggunakan key. We call it as a key. Okay, so the goal for today is let's learn about new data structure, that's set and dictionary, but we'll talk about dictionary first. And then let's learn what kind of functions that we can use to work with dictionaries and sets. And let's program a digital catalog of books. Okay, so let's take a review first, Owen. Did you remember what is list, Owen? Mm-hmm.
Apa list terakhir? Ya, tanda kurung kotak.
Okay. Okay. It's square brackets exactly. But if you wanna say kind of informal way, you can say it's a container of data, and the data you can sort. Okay, you can sort the data, something like that. About dictionary, it's a little different now. What's the difference? Well, dictionary, it's not an ordered data, and when you want to retrieve its value, you cannot use index number. So what should I use? Let me show you first about dictionary's definition. Formally speaking, this is an ordered and unordered set of key value pairs. Owen, remember that key value pairs, pasangan kunci nilai. And then this is the example how you can declare it a dictionary. You can use you know its function dict and then parentheses. It's going to make something like an empty list, or in the list you can use list. It's going to make an empty list. And then when you wanna add an initial value, you can use curly braces on like this. And then when you add a value, it should consist of key and the value. Okay, one key and value. Now, what is key? What is value? Key is something that you will use as its index number. Okay, one. And then value is the value of your key, something like that. Okay. Now, you should keep in mind, Owen, this is how we can do that. So key, colon, value. And then this is the second item, key, colon, value. Third item, comma, key, colon, value, something like that. Okay, Owen? And now, the next question is, how could I know how many items do I have inside my dictionary? Well, in this case, you can use learn function to see that. And then maybe Owen, you just wanna see the keys of your dictionary. I mean, like you do not want to see the key and its value. So you can use dictionary's name and then dot keys or keys function. And then for just you wanna see in this case just the value, so you can use dot value. And how could I now? The most important part is no, this is not the most important part, but this is kind of one of the important part when we work with dictionary. How could I retrieve atau mengambil atau melihat salah satu nilai atau ya salah satu nilai dari item list saya? You need to say what's the name of your dictionary and then what's the key, Owen. Okay? Like that. Now, we were going to learn about how we can create dictionary and then get an element by key and then print the entire dictionary, and how we can add and remove a key and change a key value and then check if the key is availability, and let's iterate the key through the dictionary with for loop. Okay, let me show you in lab, Owen. I'm gonna share my screen, and then yeah, I'm sharing my screen. I'm gonna open the lab, and then I wanna share the ICT Owen. And then let's do something like this. And then, okay. So first, let's learn how we can create a dictionary, get an element, and then print the entire dictionary. So let's say I'm gonna uh create something like what? Books, okay, on books. Or let's say course. Courses is equal to aha. So when you want to create empty dictionary, you can use something like this one. And when you want to create dictionary with some initial values, so you can use courses, curly parentheses, and then let's say Python. number of students is, let's say, 500. And then JavaScript, nice language also. It's about 450. And then let's say you have also C++. It's going to be, let's say, 200. And then maybe you have learned about SQL. It's going to be, let's say, 550. Okay, Owen. So this is your dictionary. Okay, Owen. The name is courses. Okay. Now the next thing that we need to do is how could we get an element by a key? Well, let's say you want to see how many students do you have in C++ course. Well, to do that, you need to say print, Owen, and then
Hmm?
you need to say the name of your dictionary, and then square brackets, and then what's the key name? Okay, C++. Oops. And then let's run your code, and then you're going to see something like this, 200. Oh, you have 200 students in this course. Let's say something like that. Okay, Owen? And then maybe now you wanna print the entire dictionary. Well, to do that, you just need to say print, and then what's the name of your dictionary? It's gonna be like this. Okay, Owen. Now the next thing is how we can add and remove a key. And something that you should keep in mind over here is when you remove or add a value, you just need to use the key. It means that you do not need to mention its value because it's automatically add or remove its value when you add or remove a key. Okay, Owen? Now, let's take an example over here. Let's say I wanna first add a new course to my course. So what kind of thing I can do? You can do something like this, Owen. Courses, the name of your dictionary, and then what's the name of the key that you want. In this case, because it's courses, so I'm gonna say C sharp maybe. And what's the value? You cannot say colon like this inside its parentheses. Instead, you need to say equal to and what's the value. Let's say for the C sharp, you have 200 students, something like that, Alan. Okay.
Okay.
And after that, when you print the entire dictionary right now, oops, courses, you will have, before we add the C sharp, we'll have Python, JavaScript, C++, and SQL. After we edit the C sharp, so we'll have Python, JavaScript, C++, SQL, and C sharp. Aha, got you see, Owen.
Okay.
This is how we can add a new element. Now maybe you wanna, you do not need uh, an element, or you want to delete an element. Well, to do that, you cannot use dot remove method because this method works in list. Instead, you should use something, we call it as a del keyword, Owen, and then the name of your dictionary, and then what's the key. Let's say I wanna delete the SQL course or C++ course. Okay, and then you do not need to say or mention its value because it's automatically add its value for you. Excuse me, remove its value. So when you say print del courses C++, and then when you print the courses, you will see something like this. So the first, before we add anything, this is how we can add something new, and then this is how we delete or an element from our dictionary. Okay, Awan? You got it?
Okay.
Okay. Do you have question before I continue? Anything? Nothing?
Okay.
Okay. So the next thing, checking the key availability, it means we need to use in operator and then iterating. Let me show you. Okay, so let's say now Owen wants to see just the keys of of Owen's dictionary. Well, to do that, you can use this command Owen. So print parentheses and then the name of your dictionary and keys. Aha. So it's going to print what kind of keys do you have. Oh, I just have Python, JavaScript, SQL, and C Sharp for my key. And then for the value, it's pretty much same. We just need to change the word or the function set values over here. And you'll have, okay, for the value, it's 500, 540, and then many more. Oh yeah, 450, excuse me. And then maybe now Owen wants to check what's the iterate the value. Well, for iterating, we need to use for loop. So let's say I want to say for, and it's because Owen, when you say something like this, Owen, for something in courses, so when you print the something, you just have the key Owen over here. Okay, let me show you. You just have the key. Uh-huh. So in deep by default, Owen, courses will return the key of your dictionary. It's not with its value. Okay?
Hmm.
Okay. And when you want to return key and the value, and then you want to iterate it like this, so you can say for. Let's say the variable's name is key, comma value in courses.items, Owen. And then you will have the key is, let's say we will add a word. The key is colon and then key. The value is colon value. Okay. Now, if you run your code, you'll see something like this. The key is Python. The value is 500. The key is JavaScript. The value is 450 and so
Oh,
on.
itu kalau mau dua ya berarti ya.
Exactly.
Oke.
Dot items. Okay, one.
Oke.
And then what else? I don't know. Maybe that's all I can give you one. Yep. Yeah, I think that's all Owen. Okay. Now the next is how about sets? Well, a set is a part of a list, a dictionary, and with set you can see how many Unix element do you have. Okay. What's the example of that? Okay, let me show you, Owen. Let me give you the name of my dictionary is courses, and then I'm gonna add more courses over here, Owen. Okay, I'm gonna say again Python. Now it's 1,000, and then maybe Julia. Now it's 200, and then R. Maybe it's 350, and then C++ again. It's 300, and then SQL. It's now 700, and then let's create something like JavaScript again. JavaScript. It's going to be 500. Okay, Awan. Now, if I print the keys, I will have something like this, right, Awan?
Hmm.
I will have something like this. Aha. So the key is Python, JavaScript, and C++, SQL, Julia, and R. Could you see the difference? Whereas, Owen,
Hmm?
could you see? Whereas, I mean, like I have added Python twice over here, JavaScript twice. But it's automatically, when you say courses.key or dictionaries.key, it's automatically make it as a set or how many unique elements you have. So I want to say it's not going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's not going to say, oh, you have 10 keys in total. Instead, it's going to say, oh, you have Python, JavaScript, C++, SQL, and Julia, and R. That's your keys, the unique keys. Okay, one? That's how we can use set. The other case is, let's say you have list of goods, Owen, is equal to orange, shoes, maybe mouse, and then maybe you will have orange again, and then people. Oh, people, no, 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 no. Book, and then you will have mouse, and then what else? I don't know, maybe HP, and then what else? I don't know. Money, let's say.
Mouse-nya ada dua. Oh,
Yes, I want to show you
oke.
money again. And then let's say orange again. Okay, Owen. Now, if you have a list and then your list, if I say how many elements I have right now, I can say print len and then the
Good.
name of my list, right, Owen? And then you will have, oh, you have 10 items, Owen. Now, but I just want to say how many unique elements inside that list. So to do that, you can use print set.
Hmm.
And then what's the name of your list is goods. Okay. And then you'll see, oh, the unique element is just orange, shoes, mouse, books, HP, and money. Oh,
Tapi
you got
bisa
it?
ini kan dijadiin set len gitu bisa nggak? Atau len set.
Oh, yes, sure. Sure, Owen. Like this.
Oh, oke.
So
Wah,
the real item is 10, but when we change it into set, you will have just 6 item. Oke? Okay?
oke.
Jadi karena ada yang disebut 2 kali ternyata. Nah, ini kasusnya ketika nanti Owen misalnya punya buku, bukunya ditulis oleh kadang 5 buku itu penulisnya 1 orang aja gitu. Nah, itu kita bisa melihat nanti. Kasusnya ada seperti itu soalnya. Oke, Owen?
Oke.
Oke. Now, what kind of method that we can use with set? Well, ini metode matematika, Owen. Kalau Owen masih ingat di himpunan, itu first union, Owen. It will combine your sets, Owen. And then intersections, it will slice your sets. I mean the same element in your sets. And then difference means that it will return something that doesn't exist in the first set, but it exists in the B set. Okay,
Oh, kalau ada dua
Owen?
ya berarti.
Okay, let me show you the difference. Okay, so I'm gonna say now, let's say I have a student's name or first class. Okay, first class
Hmm.
is equal to, I'm gonna use list. And then the first class is, let's say Owen, and then Julia, let's say, and then uh Brian, and then let's say Shella, and then let's say what else? I don't know. Maybe, maybe Patin, maybe Alex, something like that. I don't know. Okay, Owen. Now in the second class, let's say you have, I also have student. the name is, let's say, Julia, and then Owen, like this. And then I also have, let's say, Xavier, and then Hasbi, and then let's say Louis, and then I don't know, maybe Rivka or something like that one. Okay. Now, if I say over here, print, or let's make it like this, I'm gonna say union first one. So I say union is equal to, you just need to say first class, first class dot union with the second class. Okay, one. And if you print the union right now, you will have boom. What the? Oh ya, karena saya mencampurnya. Kalau bisa namanya jangan salah ya. My union maybe. Or the union. The. Okay. Now if you run your code, what the? Oh, saya lupa. Jadi kalau ada seperti ini, Awan harus ubah ke set dulu ya nanti. Jadi list, kemudian ubah ke set begini nih. Oke? Atau Awan bisa lakukan di sini nih. First class sama dengan set first class, second class sama dengan set second class. Okay, you can do something like this also. Now, if you say, okay, I want to combine first class and second class, so I will have Owen, Julia, Brian, Sheila, Patin, Alex, Xavier, Hasbi, Luis, Ripka. Okay, Owen, that's the union. Now, the intersection, I'm gonna say first class dot intersection second class. So I'm gonna have, I guess it's Owen and Julia. Yep, Owen and Julia is the,
Oh, yang
yeah,
ini ya, yang samaan.
yeah, in two sets, in both two sets. And then the last is difference, the deep.
The difference itu berarti nggak ada di first class sama second class.
No, if you say first class dot difference, Owen, like
Hmm.
this, second class, it means that it will give you, it will give you what uh stuff doesn't exist in the second class, but it exists on the first class. And then you will have, yep, this is okay. Brian, Sheila, Patin, and Alex doesn't they do not exist in the second class, but they exist in the first class. So the difference is just the Owen and Julia. And then when you say the opposite of that, the deep two,
Berarti kalau yang satu lagi Xavier, Hasbi, Luis, Rivka gitu.
exactly.
Oke, oke.
Second. First. Okay, Owen?
Oke.
I think that's all for today. Do you have question?
No, no, no.
Okay. Let me open my platform. Which number, Owen?
Hmm,
Okay, which number?
additional task aja.
Okay. Number, the
9.
last number. Okay. Hmm. Saya permisi bentar, Owen ya.
Oke.
Oke. What? Okay, let's. The problem is what? Okay, so a souvenir stand was opened at a book festival, where a program displaying the full assortment of products as shown in the picture. The program should then for the ask for the type of the product you want and print its price. T-shirt for 1,500 coins, bracelet. Okay. The store, oh, it will iterate one by one. And then when you say one to be paid. Oh, okay. So we need to say something like this then now. Okay, we need to say for.
Kenapa for? Langsung
It's
for.
because we have to, you know, iterate one by one of them.
Oke.
Okay. So let's print the statement first. Print store assortment colon noun. And then we're going to say for key in souvenirs. Now I'm gonna print what's the key? Print key and then I'm gonna say print its value. So I can say print the souvenirs and key. Aha. So you will have something like this one. Yep. Okay. T-shirt and so on. Aha, but we have a dash sign over here. So let's edit this stuff. Yep. And then you'll have something like this one. Oh, looks like we have to iterate the key right now. Hmm. Okay, I can use second for then. So we have to print key and then now let's pour souvenirs key for something or for element in souvenirs key. Owen.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna say something like this. What's the dash and then it's not souvenir key right now. Should be element. Yep. Now pour twice. Yep.
Nah.
Okay, now the next thing is we need to print this top on option. I'm gonna say option is equal to input. I'm gonna say select the desired item column. Select the desired item column, and then it's going to be one t-shirt, two bracelet, and then three bag. One t-shirt, set use comma, bracelet, it's going to be back. Yeah, all right. And then I'm gonna say if the options is equal to one, so I have to be paid. Yep. Print to be paid colon 1,500 coins. Do we need to add coins? Yep. Coins. Okay, and then let's repeat this action. It's going to be if and if. But technically you can use elif on, and it's better to use elif. Okay. The option is 2 and the option is 3. 300 and 600. 300, 600. All right. Now, yep, I think it's done. Okay, one. Hmm, doesn't work. It doesn't work out. Store assortment colon. Select the desired item colon. One t-shirt, two bracelet, and then three is bag. Okay, if I choose one, so it says to be paid 1,500 coins.
Oh, itu yang adanya ini else-nya, ada else-nya.
Hmm, for everything. Oh, exactly on. Thank you so much. Else is equal to incorrect number. Okay, on.
Hmm.
I think we do not need to add something. Tada! Wow. Okay, Awan. Let me give you the code. I think that's all, Awan. Now your turn, okay? Because we don't have enough time, I guess. Yep. Here's the link. Hey, no, no. That's the code I meant.
Hah?
What? No, it's not unordered data, Awan.
Oh, set. Ini ya sih?
Exactly. Uh,
Oh, my set.
mm-hmm. Exactly. Difference. No, intersect. Oh, yeah, you're right. Nice, Owen.
Udah. Nah, ini apa nih?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, ini udah. Dev.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh, I think I've done with this case on. It's a little complicated, so I'm gonna show you. Oh, no, 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 no. Let me copy my code for you. Okay, one. That one. Yeah, I was trying to solve the problem in class, but we don't have enough time. So with the other student, I was trying to solve the problem outside the class, and then I tell him this is the solution, I guess. You can read the solution. But yeah,
Bukan, enggak bisa nih.
retry. Hmm, it doesn't work. It's weird.
Coba ya iseng masukin nama. Oh, harus masukin ini ya. Title of work apa nih?
Let's say software engineer. Okay.
Username. Name artist is not defined.
Hmm. Oh yeah, you missed the artist on. Okay, at line 10 on, hit enter. Let's create an empty list.
Ini.
Yeah, at the end. Artist with S is equal to square brackets. No, exactly. Done.
Ini dong.
Yes.
Mantap.
Okay. How about now? The last one should be easy on.
Ini.
Yeah, should be easy.
Write the function. Emang harus butuh functionnya ya?
Well, to make our life easier, but if you can solve the problem without function, that's completely
Buat
okay.
functionnya buatnya gimana berarti ini? Print book, make reader card.
The function say that first function is it's going to make reader card, and then the second one it's gonna make print book. Okay. I think for the first one you need to create something like uh hmm it's hmm, hold on.
Enter the number of desired book separated by space.
Yeah, you should use
Pakai input gak berarti ini?
exactly, and then dot split method of course.
Coba. Maksudnya print book ini apa?
It's gonna dia akan ngeprint nanti buku
Oh, yang di
yang
list of books-nya ini ya, yang bawahnya
iya
ini.
betul. Itu kan books-nya udah ada kamusnya. Buat aja variabel kode sama dengan
Yang enter ini berarti ya.
mhm.
Oke. Berarti harus pakai yang ini dong. Apa sih yang kemarin itu list ya?
Mhm, but nah, yeah, you're right, Owen. But don't forget the dot split, Owen. Dot split.
Pokoknya list gitu.
No, I mean at the end of the input, you need to say dot split.
Oh, dot split.
Dalam kurung tanda petik space.
Nah, code input. Terus
Mhm, code is equal to list map.
harusnya ini
I
nggak harus ini ya.
enggak, no, no. Nah, itu nanti. Code is equal to list parenthesis map parenthesis int comma code. Okay, I think next is you need to return the set. So return set code. It's because we want to make everything should be unique.
Nah,
Okay. And after that, for the print book, I think you need to say, let me think.
for
Okay, yeah, you're right. For I in book, no, it should be in data. It's because your variables, your
oh
parameters name is data. Yep. And then you need to say print.
Yang kayak di ini, satu.
Oh no.
Enggak ya?
Let's create before the for loop, Owen. Okay, let's create count. Count is equal to 1. Okay, and then print count without quotation mark. Count, comma, quotation mark, dash, and then data square brackets I.
Data square bracket I.
Yeah, exactly. And after that, hit enter.
Hmm?
You need to update the count. Count plus equal with 1. Okay, now you need to return. No, no, no. You do not need to return anything. Okay, I think that's all, Owen. So let's go to line 20. No, 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 no.
Oh iya,
24.
belum ya? Belum bisa
Let's
ya?
complete the program. Mm-hmm.
Tapi ini salah.
Which one?
Default literal for int.
What?
Code list map int, koma code. Harusnya begini.
No, no, no. It's weird.
Add the program. Ini harus di print dulu tapi kan, yang ini.
Mm-hmm.
Nggak usah ya. Yang secondnya belum buat ya.
Hmm. It's weird.
Oh, reader cardnya ada dua.
Mm-hmm.
Add the program code. Programnya ngapain?
Coba Wan. At the program code, we need to say print the statement on. You can see the picture. See the picture.
Yang ini.
Yeah, recommendations for the first reader. Reader. Recommendation. And then the recommendation should be different from the second reader. It means that hit enter on. No, we do not need comma. Hit enter. We need to say print. Oh, no, no, not. Hold on. Make the reader. Yep. We need to say print book, Owen. Print,
Book.
no, no. Ada function. Print underscore book. Parenthesis. Books. The dictionary. Okay. Dot at the end. Difference. But hold on. I'm stuck.
Hmm.
Oh, no, 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 no. No, no. You need to say, yeah, let's change, remove the difference, Owen. The difference. You need to say the book also, you need to remove the book. Now you need to say reader one, parenthesis, reader one dot different. No, 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 no. You write about it inside. Yeah, reader one dot difference. I think it's underscore one. Reader underscore one.
Oh, ikutin.
Difference, parenthesis, reader underscore two.
Oh, dia masih di dalam.
Yes.
Oke.
Okay. Now the next one. Yeah. The next is you can copy and paste line 25, 24 and 25.
Hmm.
And then let's create for the second reader.
Oh, tinggal dibalik ya.
Exactly. And then the statement, of course. Recommendation for the second reader. Okay, now let's try.
Set does not support indexing. Apa nih? Set ini ya.
What the headline
Nine.
core berarti
Hmm?
core. Hmm, kok aneh ya? Kok aneh ya, On? Saya bisa nih.
Ada yang salah nggak nih? Apa nih? Return set code dalam kurung tapi.
Hmm, sesuai nomor indeksnya coba, On. Sesuai nomor bukunya yang
Ini
ada di books itu.
ada. Ini sesuai di books.
Ah, udah bisa saya. Bukan, maksudnya nomor. Oh ya udah ya.
Udah.
Coba ulang. Set doesn't support indexing. What the?
Tuh.
Coba codingan saya kalau gitu, On. Sama sih. Cuman Aun ngebuatnya dalam
Beda kata doang ya.
bukan. Yang pertama itu kan Aun pecah jadi dua. Bisa
Yang
juga
pertama.
disatukan.
Cuman ini.
Bisa dilihat?
Sebar item data. Yang pertama doang kan. Ini beda.
Iya itu doang. Tapi technically it's same on.
Coba ya. Berarti ini kontrol A.
Hmm.
Ini splitnya gini.
Ya itu defaultnya pakai space split seperti itu. Tapi bisa juga kita katakan split tanda petik space kayak yang tadi.
Oh bisa tuh.
Oke. Enough for today on ya.
Oke.
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 Oke, boleh stop share. Kita rekap sedikit. Oke, what did you learn today, Owen?
Hmm, set sama apa tadi? Aduh.
Dictionary.
Oh ya, dictionary.
Apa bedanya?
Dictionary cuma masukin data. Set kayak fungsinya.
Dictionary itu lebih ke dia harus punya pasangan key value ya.
Iya.
Kalau set itu seberapa unik elemen yang ada di dalam himpunan saya gitu. Oke, kalau untuk Menghapus suatu elemen di dalam dictionary pakai apa?
Del, del, del.
Kalau menambahkan?
Nambahin, tinggal dimasukin apa sih
Oke,
ininya?
oke betul ya. Kalau Awan mau, apakah dictionary itu bisa dimodifikasi, Awan?
Bisa. Value-nya
Kak,
bisa ya?
ah,
Value-nya bisa kok.
bisa ya? Iya, bisa ditambah, bisa dikurangi. Kalau set,
Bisa juga.
bisa, oke. Itu mereka berdua nggak kayak tuple, Awan ya. Nah, kalau saya tanya Awan, eh, lebih susah mana, list atau dictionary?
Dictionary lah.
Kenapa?
Challenge lebih simple.
Oke, di next meet-nya kita akan belajar tentang gimana cara kita mengkombinasikan list sama dictionary, Awan ya. Dan nanti Awan bisa lihat output yang sebenarnya dari mereka berdua itu apa kalau di dunia data. Nanti saya perlihatkan. Rapih banget hasilnya nanti. Jadi tulisan yang seribet itu nanti hasilnya rapih, Awan.
Hmm.
Oke? Nah, sebagai apresiasi saya ingin menambahkan Awan coins dulu. Ya, Awan ya. Jadi
Ya.
selamat buat Awan yang sudah tidak pernah nge-skip kelasnya ya. Ini saya apresiasi banget nih. Apa namanya? Tepat janjinya Awan dan Awan cukup cepat ya mengerti. Jadi saya juga salut. Jadi terima kasih Awan. Aktif. Nah ini untuk yang hari ini. Yang kemarin belum saya tambahin ya. Saya tambahin. Kemarin Awan follow class rules. Kemudian Awan juga kemarin uh, arrive on time dan aktif. Oke Awan, done. Ada yang mau Awan sampaikan?
Tidak.
Oke, kalau tidak ada, thank you banget untuk hari ini Awan. Kita jumpa lagi di
Minggu depan.
minggu depan ya berarti. Kalau Awan ada pertanyaan seputar kuliah nggak apa-apa. Saya lebih senang kalau apa namanya langsung berefek gitu materinya ke kalian. Maksudnya
Oke.
saya nggak hanya sebagai pendamping materi di sini, tapi bisa juga membantu itu saya senang banget. Oke Awan,
Oke.
see you Awan, bye bye,
Thank you.
have a
Bye.
nice day.